Samu Tuomaala unavailable for the second straight day of rookie camp. Matvei Michkov continues to shine, and Ian Laperriere opens up a bit about the still absent Alexei Kolosov. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports, and these are your Flyers post-practice notes. So the big story today out of Flyers rookie camp, the continued absence of Samu Tuomaala. Tuomaala did score the game-winning goal in overtime in Saturday's rookie game, but since then he's yet to hit the ice. The Flyers said yesterday he was dealing with a minor injury day-to-day. It wasn't serious, sat out yesterday's practice. Today, though, he's still not on the ice. And it's also important to remember that Tuomaala didn't exactly shine in this weekend's rookie games. He did score that game winner in overtime, that's true. But Ian Laperriere, who coached the team in both games, did not come away especially impressed with Tuomaala's play in those games. Said he was off and on, had some good moments and bad moments, which is a sentiment that Tuomaala himself echoed. So it's not like Tuomaala had a ton of momentum already. Now he's missed 2 straight days of practice. Not exactly a great sign for a guy who, coming into this camp, was thought to maybe have a dark horse shot at making the big roster. One guy who is having a great camp, though, on the other hand, Matvei Michkov. Unsurprisingly, Michkov again was a standout today with his hands, his shooting ability, his overall talent. He again, as has been the case pretty much every day since the start of rookie camp late last week, he looked great. Michkov is still on that line with Luchanko and Alexei, the same line from Friday's rookie game. The chemistry between him and Luchanko especially, it's obvious, and that's exciting given the fact that Luchanko obviously was the team's first-round pick just a few months ago. Michkov was arguably the hope of the franchise. You'd love to see those guys develop some long-term chemistry, but it's not just the chemistry that stood out, and Ian Laperriere, we spoke to him today, he pointed out really a contrast between Tuomaala, a guy who hasn't loved his camp, and Michkov, a guy who he has loved his camp. Basically what Laperriere said is one of the key distinctions between the two guys is that when Michkov goes into the corner, he comes in with purpose. He wants that puck, he's going to get that puck, and if he doesn't get that puck, he's going to hound the guy. Whereas Tuomaala, on the other hand, he would like to get the puck, but he hasn't had that dog on a bone mentality that they want to see out of their forwards, especially with the style the Flyers play. And that's been one of the key distinctions. Michkov has had it, Tuomaala has it. Big reason why they've loved Michkov's play so much. Michkov's also apparently been a positive presence off the ice as well. Ian Laperriere said that he's high-fiving everybody in the gym, going up, trying to say hi. Obviously, the English isn't quite where it needs to be, where he wants it to be, but he's been positive. He did say, and we spoke with Oliver Bonk today, Oliver Bonk, the team's other 2023 first-round pick, that Bonk knows a little bit of Czech because his dad, Radek Bonk, obviously Czech national, said that Bonk has been doing a little bit of translating just to make sure that he can help Michkov communicate with his teammates in the gym, off the ice, and just ease that a little bit. So all is good in Matvei Michkov world. In Alexei Kolosov world, though, well, he's just not here. He continues to not be here. We're now well into rookie camp, close to main camp. Alexei Kolosov still has not yet arrived. He's obviously under contract with the Flyers. The Flyers still say they believe he should be here. He is not. So Ian Laperriere, his coach for a little bit of time when he came over in April and May of last season with the Phantoms, so he knows him a bit. Ian Laperriere was asked about Alexei Kolosov and about the situation. Laperriere basically said he was a surprise to anyone when the reports started coming out this summer about Kolosov not enjoying his time in Allentown, not necessarily wanting to come back, that Laperriere figured he was going to have a goalie for next season in Kolosov, and he's kind of just watching and waiting the same way the rest of us. Laperriere did note today, though, that it wasn't like Kolosov's Lehigh Valley teammates weren't trying to include him in things. He said that they invited him out to dinner multiple times during those 4, 5, 6 weeks when Kolosov was here. Kolosov always said no, and I did speak to some people around the Phantoms this weekend when I was up in Allentown for the rookie games, and they said pretty much from the jump, Kolosov just didn't seem comfortable. He didn't seem happy. He was kind of aloof. So I'm not sure if anybody really did anything wrong. It's possible that Kolosov just from the start decided he wasn't happy in North America. That said, Laperriere did mention that the Flyers are still hoping he comes, that Laperriere hopes that at some point this season, whether it's in a few weeks, whether it's in a few months, he's going to get to coach Alexei Kolosov, a guy whose talent he's really excited about. Said he looked good in practices when he saw him. they're still excited about Kolosov, the prospect. Just comes down to whether he is willing to show up, and to this point, he has not. That's my post-practice notes. I'm Charlie O'Connor with PHLY Sports. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
We all silly like the mayor.